Hello ladies and gents, I'm Nadiffin and welcome back to From the Depths, A Cold Loch Christmas. I've just realised I'm probably just over halfway through this campaign, though I reckon I could probably rush the final fortress a little bit sooner than having to clear out every single tile, but I will continue clearing out tiles for the moment. So let us move over to this western tile.
Moving out.
So I am facing a small present, gorilla snowman, another small present, another gorilla snowman, and another gorilla snowman. And it looks like there's also something else on that location, so there's probably going to be two things which crash into each other. Again, I'm deploying the Q-ships right at the front, but facing away, so they'll fire off a huge barrage of missiles, and then flee the enemy. I know there wasn't two gorilla snowmen, it's just that this probably won't last too much, particularly considering those missile barrages have already taken out one target. I'm probably about to destroy the next one. Yes, that's the next one destroyed. Though they are still flying against the same targets rather than hitting another one. Oh, no, that's the third present destroyed. And one of the snowmen. Like, this is a very, very short battle. There's a single barrage and it's taken out 4 of the enemies. And these two are, well, that one is crippled and this one is flying wild. The cram cannon's actually last hit, detonating a little bit early. And here comes the next barrage of missiles, which will most likely finish off the last 2 snowmen. So that missile barrage failed to kill the enemy snowmen. A little bit like, oh heck, oh no! Q-ship just crashed. How much damage did you receive? All of it. You received all the damage. Good grief! I'll jump over to you to try and repair you up a little bit. Yeah, they're now AI dead and 2 damaged. Well, hopefully, the resources I've gathered from this will be able to be used to repair my destroyed Q-ship. Okay, the next battle consists of 2 Guardian Angels and a Lego Brick XL. I can't remember seeing the Guardian Angel. I have seen the design, because I've been following Lathrix's videos, but have I seen it in my campaign? I don't know. Well, let's find out. So the missiles have already been firing in this, and I believe they've hit the Lego Brick because I've just hit a massive amount of lag. Yep, massive explosion racking through the Lego Brick there. And the Guardian Angels have sunk. Let's not be said to spawn quite right. That's 2 damage. Unfortunately, Q-ship. Yes, you're going to do okay. But no, degraded mode. These Guardian Angels are going to be extremely irritating to destroy if they're under the water, despite me having torps and 2 torpedoes hit that. So he's stripping off a good number of blocks, and I think, you know, I knocked off the halo. And they're currently just enough under the water that some of the missiles are hitting. The Super Cav rounds there are going to be the main damage cause, and also the cram cannons will do a fair amount of damage. Nice hit from the torps there. I do think I need to make some more torpedoes though. They're incredibly good. So there it goes. Boom, kaboom. Yeah, already 2 damaged. Nice. There's normally that explosives aren't very good because they end up destroying their own torpedoes and that, which is why I use frag on the missiles because I fire them so many. But with the torpedoes, I don't have that many and have them very high powered, which does seem to do a lot of damage, which is very nice. And they're fairly simple. Just pull over to the turret. There are only 3 explosive warheads. If I increase this anymore, I'll probably just put another two explosive warheads on it, and call it a day. Have a massive 5 warhead thing. But just this is very good. The Awakened decided it was time to destroy my zone here. And it's the radar balloon. Ah, that's how you add them to the battle. Okay, I didn't actually know how to add things to the battle. You just click the shield. So, fighting a Mechanic Mark II and the Candy Cane Submarine. Mechanic is terrifying because of the spam can thing it has, so going to keep my ships at long range. Send in the drone early. It's probably going to take a big hit. Just have the cruisers at a long range if my force were actually any closer. The drones following that way. Q ships, again, having them right at the front, but facing away. This may turn out to be bad when fighting Mechanic. So, Mechanic is turning around. The Candy Cane sub is firing its missile barrage at me. The Q ships fire. Oh, and Mechanic is firing the spam cannon. But it looks like the missiles have detonated the cannon. Big explosion internally there. Tons and tons of APS components flying down. Mechanic's primary weapon has been annihilated, as have the crams. Looks like one of my drones, yes, one of my drones was annihilated. That's the remnants of it there. Candy Cane sub is hitting. Does it detonate? Ooh, just managed to survive. Hit down primary ammo store. Not looking too hopeful though. Strip off a load of the metal external plates, but just survives. I think I will start reducing the size of the fleets to prevent it being in degraded mode all the time. The land system's destroying a lot there. This ammo store's blown up again. I need to check to see if I haven't made some massive error with its placement, forgetting to armour it. Candy Cane submarine is still going pretty strong at the moment. Oh no, the missiles have been nullified. They're just going straight up into the sky. Fantastic. Mechanic's just 2 damage, going around. My other drone, though, has been destroyed. Mechanic body and head are still going. A few missiles from this Candy Cane sub are firing still. Though, it's now at 81%, a tiny little bit more damage. There we go, that tiny little bit more damage is now below 80% and sinking. Now it's just the grim watching of St. Nick's head being blown to pieces. I'm actually low on ammo, that's why it's taking so long to actually do anything. Because my missiles are not firing at full fire rate. There we go, both parts destroyed. The body is below 80% health and sinking, and that is 2 damage but being sustained by repairs, which will end momentarily. This battle shouldn't be too difficult. This was a retaliation force, a heavy weapon snowman and 2 North Stars. I reckon the first barrage from the Q-ships will destroy them both. Here we go, here comes the barrage, though not all the enemies have spawned in, so it will be 2 barrages. I've just reduced the size so we can actually see what's going on rather than being in degraded all the time. It's still going to drop into degraded when a lot is happening, but it won't sit there all the time. First North Star was completely annihilated. The Snowman has lost his arms and is trying to escape into space. The Q-ships do not like that idea, and so are going to strip out the base and stop him from flying away by melting him into confetti. Oh, brilliant. All his missiles ran out of fuel and he just fell straight through them all. Any existing missiles in flight hit. Otherwise, it might kill my drones. Yep. One drone is destroyed. And the other drone is going to fly through the missiles and actually survives. Impressive. It's gone to degraded. All the fragments and missiles just lagging it out. Unfortunately, after that battle I was already in this zone, so I'm going to be attacking, or I am being attacked by a couple of Stinger Snowmen and I think it's a couple of heavy weapon snowmen. Not really too worried, these aren't the toughest designs. Stingers are a little bit worrisome to start with, but I have been finding these Q-ships to be very good hit and run. And the drones should be able to take out more. I'm thinking I'm going to have another look at the drones. I could make them cheaper. I'm reckoning I might be able to knock off another few hundred resources. Probably, I could make one probably down to around about 1500. I might do that, but it will be a fair big redesign. Oh, so only a couple of them have fired in. 2 Stingers and heavy weapons. Missiles seem to enjoy this though. Plenty of targets to annihilate. All though head towards this guy. I suppose he's a very hot target and he's slightly larger than the Stingers. And already AI dead. Wonderful. And the Stingers have though reloaded. Should probably be firing again soon. Crams didn't quite do as much damage as I was expecting. But here come the next wave of missiles, blasting through the rear one there. This one near the front is still surviving in a bit of a death spiral and has been nullified and now 2 damaged. This guy doesn't stand a chance, does he? First lot of missiles just goes straight in, AI dead, and just tears half of his rear off there. Not good to be a snowman. Let's continue moving down here and see what there is. Let's build a radar balloon.
Listening.
Build you. Oh! Hello.
Listening. Moving out.
No, won't go in that one. What we got? Heavy weapons snowman, small present can get in sub, another small present guardian angel, and another heavy weapons snowman.
Listening.
Okay.
Moving out.
Let's go attack it with this fleet. So, straight away spawned in is the present, guardian angel, and heavy weapons snowman. The guardian angel instantly nosedives. You all know how the present goes. It goes boom! My drones are probably going to kill each other. Heavy weapons snowman is being turned around and will probably be destroyed momentarily. Up to 90k resources now, which is very nice. Haven't felt the need to build anything new as of yet. Ooh, nasty explosion there. 2 damaged on heavy weapons snowman. The candy cane sub spawns in. That's going to be 2 designs which need to be destroyed under the waves. Go Torps. Guardian Angel though is already below 80% and sinking. The present is blown to pieces and my drones just avoid death. Unless that was my own things, but still. Avoiding death is always good. Torpedoes missed there. Well, did a little bit darkening on the hull, but practically a miss. Here comes the next one. Explosion on the side, taking out a few blocks. Does show that displacement craft though have a big weakness since they can be hit by these torpedoes. Any hovers are completely utterly immune to these munition type. And considering I am going more for displacement craft, mainly because of aesthetics, but it does make them very weak. I think it's something I'm going to have to look at and create either decoys using sonar buoys or build underwater land systems, which are not very good because water does reduce land, well, laser damage quite considerably. There we go, the last one's hit, making it sink. I haven't got any ammunition processors on any of my ships. I find it costs so much to use that ammunition. Was it 1 to 10? I think, conversion? And since a lot of my weapons are using several, well, some hundred per second. Whoa! Detonated the gun and it all fired in one direction. Wow. Launched him up. Big amount of recoil there. So it's just out of range. The odd one hits, but nothing too much. Still, it's enough. It's now 2 damaged. Especially when ammo caches like that are detonated. Once more, my forces are blockaded. A slaying team, though, this time. They're a little bit more dangerous than what I've been facing. Because everything else there is just going to die pretty quickly.
Listening.
Oops, I spawned a little bit too close to the slaying team there. Thankfully, it's actually so close it's not going to cause any damage to me. Unfortunately, I'm right in the line of fire, so things are going to go kaboom. Oh, the present is flying. I thought it was a small present. Excellent. My cruiser survives with minimal damage. It loses half its gun. The gun is still actually functional. And just a load of the rear end. Nothing, though, completely lost. One of my drones was killed. Just to be expected, they aren't that strong. Yeah, I think I'll try and make them a little bit cheaper. 2k is probably a little bit too expensive for something which goes kaboom like that. Maybe I could remove a couple more of the thrusters, and maybe a couple more missile racks, and then I won't need as much ammo either. Just all in all, make it a lot cheaper. Frag missiles go straight for the centre of this. I'm on to degraded mode again already. Here's all the missile entities. Can't see them on this mode. Let's... yeah. Look at each of these as an entity. Lots and lots of missiles. Even the actual flares last a very long time. Each of these groups is flares. And all these missiles which missed. It's just... goodness. North Star, though, is too damaged. Well, this is less than ideal. I'm very close to the land, so my Q ships are probably going to run aground. And I've actually engaged 2 fleets at once. I was just going after this one to attack, which was attacking my radar balloon. I've then got a Holly and Frosty the Snowmech, which is pretty expensive. Sitting at 64k materials. And then, because I just entered the zone, another fleet has also come to attack me. This fleet is a Holly, Toboggan, another Holly and another Toboggan, so they aren't too powerful. Not too worried about them. What I am worried though is this Frosty. Well, Frosty the Snowmech hasn't spawned in, so that's pretty good. Just this battle with the Toboggans and the Holly. Up to 109k. I am currently building another fleet. I'm essentially duplicating this current fleet. So I then have 2 response forces rather than just the 1. So at the moment I seem to be spending most of my time sending my fleet back and forth across the map, defending all my radar balloons. If I have 2 fleets, I can do that, well, 2 locations. I can push forward and defend. Holly takes a colossal amount of hits to the rear there. It didn't seem to actually damage. They were all pinging off the armour. This one, though, is not doing very well. The AI has just been annihilated, it seems. Oh, that's interesting. The Sonar Boy just crashed against my own hull. Cram exploded far, far too early there. The toboggan's now getting 2 damaged. One is disintegrating and the other one has capsized. In the distance there, a new holly has spawned in. While this snowman is launched into the air as internal explosions rack through it. And that holly has also spawned. Missile barrages are fired, but at far too long a range, they're all going to miss. Start racking up a load of lag because of all the missiles just floating in the water. Means they're falling off. Nothing's hit a critical component yet though. One particle accelerator's off. Both particle accelerators are now off. This thing is doomed. Q-ship though has beached itself, so jump onto that one to try and repair it. I do have repair drones, but my repair capability of my avatar is pretty strong, and I also improve the repair of any ship I am sitting on. So there you go, I've already done a fair bit on repairing this thing. To 88%. Hopefully the AI will be replaced shortly, so it actually starts fighting again. To attack it. Okay, we have a new spam cannon. What the heck is that? Pause. What shells we got? Heat frag. Inertial. I think that's, yeah, that's a heat head frag, and pretty sure that's inertial. Okay, that's going to be nasty. Thankfully, they're out of range, because that would, yeah, that would hurt. The rear, though, has been hit. Big cram cannon there as well. Being launched further and further up into the sky. Makes it difficult for my missiles to hit. But as he sinks back down, missiles which were missing will now hit. Also have a feeling he's going to land hard on the ground there. I was glad that cannon was out of range. I think that would have pretty much destroyed, or at least severely crippled, one of my cruisers. Just a single barrage. Now just to wait for Frosty to die. Very similar to the Mechanic, it seems. Basically like a Mechanic if the Mechanic was a single object. Mechanic obviously being several sub-objects which repair each other, so probably more irritating to deal with. Though this guy's position is very irritating. So I'll return once the battle's completed, because this is going to last forever. The Tile Garrison has at last caught up with me. It's a couple of heavy weapon snowman, North Star, one of the Christmas presents, and a couple of small presents. I've still got the same sort of fleet, and all, one of the Q ships, and again one of the cruisers won't spawn in. Well, this time quite a bit the enemy fleet has spawned in. Of course, those presents are horrifically volatile. My first barrage of missiles will probably kill it. Well, there goes one. Just crashed into the heavy weapon snowman. These missiles, though, go into the North Star, so not too many different things destroyed. Well, there goes the other present. This present has spawned in. Appeared to spawn in on top of torpedoes, so it's already lost a huge section of its hull. That probably won't last much longer. Is that one of my drones? No. Ah, my other Q-ship has spawned in. See all the specks of missiles on the horizon there. Flying up into the sky and running out of fuel and arcing downwards into the ocean. Well, that heavy weapon snowman is still alive. My drone was killed. I think he was killed by cannon fire and missile fire. All these missiles just falling short. All that ammunition wasted. Oh, hits the ammo cache this time. Sending him really far. Ha! Missiles now just in range. Completely annihilating. The other one has spawned in. Ooh, that was a big explosion on the Q-ship. Something has either hit it or it's self-detonated. Losing the entire ammunition capacity. Jump on that. Yes, 3 cruisers. Both my drones have been destroyed though. Where are you going, Q-ship? Come back to the battle. Right, at last something's happening, and missiles hit exactly the weak point of the heavy weapon snowman. I've just managed to repair it enough so it's able to start fighting again. Rear bow cannon is firing. Don't see that very often at all due to the amount of degraded mode I have. How this present spawns in on a load of frag missiles which do superficial damage. And that cruiser at 77%. What is that actually looking like? Oh, 77% hull basically means disabled. The AI was destroyed. I wonder if the AI is being destroyed every time that goes up in flames. The present is flying, which I do believe is more dangerous. Well, it's actually functioning. There's a lot of very good bombs. Definitely could be potentially nasty. Cram hits it though. Able to use its lambs to disable the majority of inbound missiles. The rear turret though being hit and destroyed, since it is a fairly weak ball turret mount. It's going to take a while, so again, I'll pause and return once the battle's completed. What the heck are you doing? It's still going. This thing is now in a death spiral. I have been able to repair up a load of my cruisers, so more of their weapons are firing. I have managed to disable basically all my cruisers' primary weaponry. But look at this. Taking absolutely ages for anything to even get damaged. Ideally I need to repair my Q-ship, but that's going to take ages. It rammed into the ground again. At last, the thing is too damaged. So the battle will shortly be finished. Right then, I'm just getting ready to take on this next resource zone. So again, it is a limited resource zone, but as a rather large amount in reserve. We're going to be facing the Ephemeral Forest and 2 Ballistic Pines. Let's see what this mess of a fort is like. Wait, these are not the Gravram ones, these are the ejector ones. Oh heck. These are ejector missiles, I think. Yeah. Look at all those shells spewed out. Thankfully they did actually crash. Maybe they were using Gravrams to be accelerated. Yeah, if we just pause. Each one of these is, I believe, a 500mm HE heat round. That can basically obliterate bulwarks and stuff in a single missile. They are amazingly powerful and really fun to use. Fortunately, that one did not spawn in properly. Ephemeral Forest though, again, I'm pretty sure these are Gravram, or meant to be Gravrams. Pulling out because something is exploding. Oh, there, I saw the actual fortress itself. Yeah, these groups of missiles should be Gravramming towards me. That got patched out basically a few days before the submissions for this ended. Probably in reference to the Futurama episode, Christmas episode, where the pine cones get corrupted by bacteria and take over the entire planet. Do whiz around a little bit, and I'm not using cameras on them, so that's quite cool. Just big nuke explosions everywhere. It's when they disintegrate themselves, the nukes actually detonate. And that fortress is also destroyed. Absolutely fantastic. I have, though, overrun slightly, so thank you very much for watching this episode of From the Depths, A Cold Loch Christmas with myself and Diffin. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and or comment below, as it is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, that's it from me for now, and I shall see you next time, where we will attack, I believe it is, Santa's house. But until then, I'm out. Goodbye!